Silver Lake, baby. My favorite trails in southern Wisconsin near northern Illinois, right by Wilmot. I love riding here. This is where I really honed in my mountain bike skills and learning to ride on a trail, especially at a decent pace. Really excited to go hit the trails with Ben today. So let's go drop in and have some fun. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, we can see some dirt here.
I know.
Oh. Welcome to your one-stop shop for all things Silver Lake. We're going to be covering all of it today. And if you saw my last video, you saw we were at Lake Geneva Canopies and it was leafy as could be. And right when we finished riding at Lake Geneva, we came over here to Silver Lake. So Ben and I are on ride 2 for the day. Props to you. I did not have the confidence to that corner.
Well, I've gone around that corner a million times.
Yeah. That's right, back with Ben, the guy who's got more KOMs than you, and he and I used to battle at Silver Lake. We were always going back and forth trying to steal KOMs from each other. It was such a fun time. Silver Lake is primarily broken up into 2 sides. You can basically see it as a flatter, easier side, and then a steeper, more hilly, rolling side. We're headed over to the flatter side for a nice little warm-up, and then we're going to be hitting KD line to see if we can get a top 10. Yep. Right now, we are riding on a trail called Pines, and this trail is the trail for anyone that is looking to perfect their cornering abilities. It is full of flat, sharp, winding corners in and around all of these trees, and it takes perfect finesse and skill to maintain traction while also keeping a steady pace. After a nice warm-up on Pines, it was time for us to take the jackets off. I took the lead, and Ben and I headed onto a trail called Snowflake. Snowflake is the first trail that I ever got a KOM on, so you know it's near and dear to my heart. I remember spending so much time hard charging on this trail, trying to shave off every single second I could. Oh, I forgot about that.
Those bells have been here, I feel like, since the trail was made.
Okay. Wow, I had no idea. Nope.
Skip.
Straight into Yeti. And just to keep the KOM theme going, Ben at one point had KOM on Yeti. The craziest thing about that, though, is when Ben got KOM on Yeti, he was on his fat bike and there was like 4 inches of snow on the ground. Awesome thing about Silver Lake is that they actually groom their trails, so it's perfect for riding in the winter time because the snow is nice and hard packed. Woo! The punchiest climb in all of Silver Lake.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, drifting. Oh boy.
Oh boy. I saved it.
Whew, good save. Now that we got our warm-up in on the flat side, we got up that sketchy loose climb, it's time for KD line. Ben's towing me in and we're going for a top 10. Let's see what we can do. KD line is a totally unique trail compared to everything else at Silver Lake, and I actually rode here for an entire year and I had no idea that it even existed. It's located at the very bottom of that map I showed earlier, and it's entirely separate from the other trails. It's easy to miss, but it's totally worth checking out because it's probably the longest, flowiest section of trail here at Silver Lake. It has some awesome longer downhills, but there's also some climbs tossed into the mix that definitely make you work for it, especially when you're trying to throw down a top 10 time.
Whew. Whew.
So the final result on KD line, didn't get a top 10, actually got a top 5. So you got to be stoked about that one. Thanks for the tow, Ben. I did everything I could to try to get up those climbs. And now that we finished out KD line, it's time for the steeper side. We're starting things off with barbed wire. And we just finished up on barbed wire, and now we're headed into a trail called Little Wing.
Here's your skinny. Yep. Obligatory skinny. There we go.
Little Wing has a couple left-handers like that, and you go around the corner and immediately you're just climbing straight up.
Good old punchy climbs. Yeah. Whew. Death by 1,000 little climbs. Yep.
Just like Ben said, death by 1,000 climbs. It couldn't be more true. The climbs here, they're not huge, they're not really long because we are in the Midwest after all, but boy do they wear your legs out. And anyone who's ridden in the Midwest knows that in order to maintain your speed throughout the trail, you're pretty much pedaling the whole time. So when you get to those climbs, your legs are already feeling it because you're trying to ride fast and have fun. And then you just gotta crank up as fast as you can, and your legs are burning by the time you get to the top. Finishing out Little Wing, heading into a trail called Highline. Highline also has some really great descents and some big climbs, so if your legs weren't tired already, you're gonna feel tired by the end of this. It's a guarantee.
Feel the burn.
As you can tell, this side of the trail system has some awesome descents, really flowy, really fun. We're about to be headed in to the final trail, and that is called Rudy's Run. Rudy's Run is fast and loose. It's got some super loose corners. You are hanging on.
Silver Lake, baby.
I freaking love it. All the lines and trails are so bedded in from the traffic and just the type of dirt and soil that they have here. I can't get enough of these trails. Every time I come home, I make sure that I come and I ride Silver Lake. It's my #1 spot that I always go to. It's just top notch. It never disappoints. And back in the day, I was always trying to chase KOMs here and everything else, really working on my mountain bike skills. So every time I come back here, it warms a special place in my heart. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell me where to ride next.